All right, so we're near the tail end of the show here at the California Overland Adventure Show, and Theo's going to show us how to close the ostrich wing. Did you already do a pull-up on it? I can't remember, because we did that this morning. So he gets his workout in. You cannot do that with any other awning. Again, a close-up. No rivets, nothing. Look at that. Triple.
So this also I can check your suspension.
Oh yeah. How does the suspension look? Okay, that's how you can check the suspension. One left-handed.
So the first step to closing it is make sure you put this down. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. It's just you'll forget it, and then you have to come back and do it.
Yeah.
So if you're short like me, you gotta climb up here, put this thing down.
Okay.
And we'll go around the other way. Unhook the leading arm.
Yes, because this has a bungee, right? This to make the tension.
You get a little bit of tension. Come unhook it.
Voila. Okay, so you're totally loose, and now you want to...
So now you unhook this over here. That allows the awning to walk itself around.
Voila. Nice and clean. It just droops down naturally. And there's method to the madness here, because you don't want this clanking on your paint.
Yeah, so you get this nice and high.
Nice and high, so it can hit the window. That'll be harmless, right. Okay.
So the way we fold this is one fold. You take all the tips and you bring them this way.
Diagonally, okay.
Diagonally across. We're making a new
squared off.
Triangle, like that.
New triangle, got it, yep.
Right, and then you can just fold it.
Just roll it up, right?
Like that.
Okay. You want to fish that little clip from the back, okay.
One strap, get yourself some purchase on it. Tighten the sucker up.
All right.
And that's it.
That's it, we can drive home now?
Almost.
Oh, no, not yet.
So take the bag out. Now the cool thing about the bag is that this is a nicely tailored oversized bag. So you're never going to have issues with closing this thing and getting caught. As long as you make that one fold and you roll it up, you're good.
Okay.
So with the leading hand, you'll just push up a little bit. And treading hand, you'll just zip it. It's all in there. And bug flap.
Bug flap.
And you're done.
I love it. And
so the unique thing about this awning, one of the other things is this bag goes all the way around. So the back of the beam, you can't see the beam. So this bag covers the entire awning.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit different from other awnings. What that means is obviously when you mount it, you're gonna have to poke holes in the bag at the back when you put the front mount on.
Yeah.
So that's the only fiddly part of
just for that, just for those two bolts to get through.
Just to mount inside the track. And so you just measure your mounting distance, and you poke some holes, and you get the front mount on, and so the mount is on the outside of the bag.
Yeah.
But so the awning goes, the bag goes around the full thing. And this canvas here is a 13-ounce rip block canvas. So if you're on a trail and you get a poke from a sharp stick or a branch or something that pokes a hole in here, that hole is not going to propagate.
Yeah.
So you can get a little piece of canvas patch down the line, a week or two later, just a little bit of glue and put it back on there.
Oh yeah, because you can see, I don't know if we can see that close up. There you go. So it's not going to continue a rip and continue and
Correct.
continue. Yeah, you can patch it. This is not an Alibaba bag. And maybe I might be able to get underneath here to show the bracketry. So you see there's two brackets in behind. So yeah, this goes into a bracket that's sitting on the roof rack. It slides down, right? If you can get an idea. And what we're talking about, the hole in the bag is for a bolt here and one above, because the bag goes all the way around.
Yeah, so the reason why I have two over here, normally on a welded rack, like our own big country racks, we would have one at the back and one at the front. But on a 80-20 rack, you really need to have two, so you can spread the load of the wind.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna climb up here with me.
So on a true freestanding awning, you have 85% of the forces of the wind act on this rear hinge.
Yeah.
So all the stresses get translated to this back bar, and in this case, this roof rack, this back bar is held on by two little 1/4-inch screws right here. So if it's a really windy situation and your rack is maybe a few years old, these screws might be rusted or fatigued, and so this beam can actually be stripped out, and those two screws can be sheared off.
Well, the weakest point of this whole rack is I've got a print suit, not a rugged bound. So if I went back and started all over, of course I'd put a rugged bound roof rack, which is solidly welded, going to be way better. But of course, some people already have racks on their rigs, right? So you have to make mounts. It's going to work with them. Just come up here and verify from time to time. The weakest link is going to be the print suit, not the mounts, not the awning.
Yeah. So we try to spread that load, give the rack some help here by making two brackets side by side. And the reason why we don't put this middle bracket way in the middle of the rack is because the closer we can get it to the back, the more function it has on the rotation control.
Yeah. So the next bracket is all the way 72 inches that way, because it just needs to secure the front, because all the weight is borne here in the back. Okay.
All right. And that's it. Thanks for watching, man. Looking forward to seeing you use this awning out in the wild.
Out in the Rubicon, out in the tons of different trails. Well, cool. Well, there you have it, guys. That's the rugged bound from South Africa. It's the best one, and I dig how that looks. It looks like I've got a cannon on the side of the rig. It's beautiful. And that can be mounted higher or lower. Usually, the rule of thumb is whatever the driver can reach, right? If you're a shorter driver, put a case down on the ground or a step stool. But that's how she looks. Nice and clean. All right, so whether it's the drawers that you're interested in, hit me up if you're in SoCal, or hit the link if you're anywhere else in the country. The awning, and then this was the other showcase piece at the show, the sliding tray and the tour top. So nice. Quality, man. Those guys in South Africa, they do it right. This company's been doing it right for a few decades. We finally can get our hands on this amazing equipment here in the US. All right, thanks for tuning in, gang. Till the next one. Don't forget, hit the like if you like this type of info. I'll keep it coming, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next.